In this video we are going to discuss about the while and the do while loop in Kotlin. Okay, so in the previous video we discussed about the for loop in Kotlin and the basic idea of loop. So loop is used in programming to repeat a specific block of code until certain condition is met. Okay, so loops are what makes computer interesting machine. Imagine you need to print a sentence 50 times on your screen. You can do it by using a print statement 50 times, or you can use loops. So we will start with the while loop, and firstly we will discuss the syntax of the while loop. Okay, so for while loop we will first write the keyword while, and inside and open a parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis we will write the text expression, or I can say the condition. Okay, so when the condition is true, it enters the code block, and there is a code sequence, and after this there is a we close the parenthesis. Okay, so the curly braces. Okay, so whenever the text expression is true, it enters into the code sequence, and the particular code sequence is repeated. Okay, so test expression inside the parenthesis is a boolean expression. If the test expression is evaluated to true, statement inside the while loop are executed. Then the test expression is evaluated again. This process goes on until the test expression is evaluated to false. If the test expression is evaluated to false, while loop is terminated. Okay, so now we will take an example of while loop in which we will print line 5 times or 10 times. Okay, so I'll in the main function I'll just introduce a variable. So unlike for loop, we have to initialize and increment the variable in while loop. Okay, then I'll use the while keyword, and while I is less than or equal to 10. Okay, I have to print I, and at the end of the loop I have to increase I also. Okay, I have to increment the value of I. If I have not incremented the value of I, the while loop couldn't have ended. Okay, so when I run the program, the output is okay, so when I run the program, the output is okay. Instead of I is 5, I have to make I is 1, and when I run the program, the output is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 10. Okay, so notice that plus plus I statement, yeah, or I plus plus statement inside the while loop. Okay, so we have incremented I at the end of while loop. After 10 iteration, I will be incremented to 11. Okay, so if I print the value of I here, so I would be equal to 11 at this particular case. Okay, so it goes back to the test statement, and the condition I is less than equals to 10 is false. Okay, so therefore the loop terminates. So if the body of loop has only one statement, it is not necessary to use a curly brace, as we did in the if and the when statements. So now we will move forward to the do while loop. So the syntax for the do while loop is there is a, so we will firstly write the do. Okay, I'll just remove this. We will firstly write the do keyword, and then write a code sequence, and after this we will end this, and after this code sequence I'll write while keyword, and then here I will write the test expression. Okay, so we will first discuss that how do while loop work. So the code inside the body of do construct is executed once without checking the test expression. Then the test expression is checked. If the test expression is, so the code is executed once and then the test expression is checked. Okay, so if the test expression is evaluated to true, code inside the body of the loops are executed once again. Okay, and the test expression is evaluated again. The process goes on and on until the expression is evaluated to false. Okay, so when the test expression is evaluated to false, do while loop terminates. So what is the main difference between while and the do while loop is, in do while loop the code sequence is executed at least one time, and even if the test expression is false. Okay, as not in the while loop, because in while loop it will first check the condition, and if the test expression is false, it will just go on to the, it will just terminate the loop. Okay, it will not go on in the body of the loop. So now we will go ahead and try the same with the do while loop and print the natural numbers from 1 to 10. So I'll write do, and then in the code sequence I'll write print statement, and before writing the print statement I have to also initialize a variable, that is I, and then inside the print statement I have to print the variable and increment the variable, because if I had not incremented the variable, the loop will go on and on and on and will not stop. Okay, so then I'll use the while keyword, and inside the while keyword I'll write I is less than equals to 10. Okay, and then when I run this program, I can find that the output is 1 to 10. Okay, so now what if I had not incremented this and I had just used the print statement? As I mentioned, the loop will go on and on and on, and it will not stop on its own. So now what to do if the loops goes on and on? So in the command prompt you will just do control plus C. Okay, or you can do is terminate the loop from here, the stop. Okay, so take care in mind that the loop will not continue to infinite, and mention the increment statement here. So till now we have covered about the loops and basic example, not I will not say example, we have just learned the syntax from here. Okay, so you might have a pretty good understanding of loops. Okay, thank you.